Hi guys, welcome to Pepcoding. So in this video we have discussed cameras in binary. Okay, so this is very interesting question. We have to do? We have to fit cameras in our binary and cover all the nodes, and we have to fit minimum cameras so we can cover all the nodes. Okay, let's see if we have. Let's suppose we have given this tree. Okay, so I'm making a tree, right? Now what we have to do is we have to fit camera in our binary. Okay, and we have to fit minimum camera to capture all the nodes in our binary. Let's suppose if we fit camera in this node. Okay, so it will be capture its parent and it will be cover its children also. Okay, so this is left children and this is right children. So it means if we fit one camera in this node, then it will be cover all these three nodes, the parent and its children. Okay, let's suppose I give camera to this node. Okay, so it will be capture what? Only this node, right? And let's suppose if we give this node, so it will capture only this node. And let's suppose if we give this node camera. Okay, so here we will give a camera to this node, then it will capture this node and this node. So what we have to do, we give a camera to this node and we can capture all these three. So in here the minimum camera is 1. Okay, so this is how we give the camera. Okay, now suppose, let's see, so now I give this one a camera. Okay, so let's make a static. Okay, so here the camera's value is 1. Okay, now it will cover this node and this node, right? Now there is no need to give camera to these nodes, right? Now we will give a camera to this node also, so it will cover this node and this node. Okay, now we give a camera to this node, it will cover this node. We will give a camera this node and this node, so it will cover all nodes. So here you can see my binary is all covered by only these 5 nodes. So the value of total camera is 5. So this is our answer, right? So this is the question how we have to do. Okay, now let's see the approach how we do. So what is the possibilities for one cameras? What is the possible way for one camera or one node? Okay, let's see. So first there is two possible way. Okay, so let's suppose here is a node. Okay, so there is two possible way. The first one, it has camera. Okay, and the second one, it has no camera. Okay, so let's suppose it has camera. Okay, so here has camera, and let's suppose here there it has no camera. Okay, so we give this node to camera to calculate minimum number. Okay, so this node has no camera, so this node need a camera, right? It needs a camera, so we ask our parent to give a camera, right? Now, so here is also it also need a camera, so he asks our parents to cover me. Okay, so here we have to give a camera to cover its children, right? So there is a needy one. Okay, so we have to give the camera to its parent because we can capture this children. Okay, and there is also one case. Okay, let's suppose if we give this node to camera, then it will be cover its children and also its parent. So all these three are covered, but this three node has no cameras, right? We give this node to camera, but we don't have to worry about this node because it already covered by this one, by its children. So if any node covered by its children, so we don't have to give camera and we don't have to worry about this node, right? So now here, so we ask here, so he says my children is already covered, and here you see also there is no children, none, so it will be also covered. Okay, so what we have to do, we ask my parents that my children is already covered, so I need to be covered. So here he asks her parents to take a camera. Okay, so we give camera to this node. Okay, so here is the case, if the children is covered. Now if we talk about this node, the children is covered but it has no camera. Okay, and if we talk about this node, the children is not covered and also the children has no cameras. So no cameras, but it needs to be covered, so we have to give the camera. So whenever a children needs a camera, we have to give a what? We have to give a camera to its parent, right? And when the children is covered, so let's talk about this node. Its children is covered, so we ask our parent that I need to be covered. Okay, so ask its parents, so we give the parents to a camera. Okay, now see we are making three cases. Okay, first, if the node has camera, okay, and the second is if node has no camera. Okay, there is two cases. First, so if we have camera, we return what? We return 0. Okay, so there is we assume three cases. If we have camera, then we return 0, and if we have no camera but we need the camera, then we return -1. And if we have no camera but we don't need the camera, we already covered. Okay, so we already covered by my children, so we simply return 1. Okay, let's see, let's suppose also if let's talk about his children, so there is none children. Okay, so we return 1. Why? If you see, there is no camera, but it already covered. We don't need a camera to cover these nodes, it's already covered, so this is why we return what? 1. So here we return 1, here also we return 1. Now it says my children already covered but I need to be covered, so it's asked to its parents to cover, to buy a camera. Okay, so here also, so the children is, now there is need a camera to its children, so here what we return? -1. If we have no camera but we need a camera, then we return -1 from here and -1 from here, and we gave the camera, so we have to give a camera. Now if you talk about these nodes, okay, so if you talk about leaf nodes, so all leaf nodes now also here, so we return what? Here we return 1 because its children already covered, and its children already covered, so it means it's need a camera, right? If it needs a camera, then we return -1 here, -1 here, -1 here, and also -1 from here. If we give -1, it means my children needs a camera, so we have to take a camera. So let's suppose we give a camera to this node. Okay, now we cover this node and this node, but we don't cover this node, so this children also need a camera, so we have to give camera to this node also. Now here also we have to give a camera. Okay, now here we give a camera, right? So now these two are covered, right? It is also covered, so there is no need to give camera to this node. Now we move to here. Okay, now I'm asked my children, are you covered or not? There is any need to be to camera? So it says I'm already covered, there is no need of camera. Okay, so it says my both children are covered. So it says its parents, I need a camera to be covered. So here we written what? -1 because it's need a camera. It needs a camera because it does not have camera, so it's need a camera. So here also it's need a camera. So if any of my children is need camera, then we give a camera to its parents, right? So now here all are what? All are covered. So from now if we have camera, what we will return? 0. So here we return 0 and here we also return 0. Now talk about one case also. Okay, so let's suppose this node. Okay, so if we have a root node, okay, now we see my left children is covered. Okay, my left children has camera and my right children camera. It means I am covered. So if I am covered, then I give what? If I am covered but I don't have camera, I am covered but I don't have camera, so we return 1. Okay, now here if we talk about this node, okay, so this will be covered, this will be covered, this will be covered, but this is not. And it's asks her children, you are covered or not, there is any need of camera or not. So it says I don't need a camera, and here this child also don't need a camera. So but it also have to be covered. So it asks its parents. Okay, so it asks its parents, we need a camera, I will be covered. Okay, I need a camera, but there is no node available, there is no, it's written -1. Okay, so it's need a camera but there is no parent. So what we'll do, let's see, we talk about we doing this in other thing. Okay, now see, so we handle this case in other way, right? So there is what? There is 3 cases. Okay, so first, if we have camera, okay, so if we have camera, then we return what? We return 0. If we don't have camera, then we check, we need the camera or we already covered. It means its children has camera or not. Okay, right? So here if we need the camera, then we return -1. Okay, so here if we need the camera, here you can see if my root node need a camera, its children is covered. Okay, it says I am covered but I don't have camera. Its children also says I am covered but I don't have camera. But here we will cover this node also, right? So we will discuss this in, let's see. Now we first handle this case, then we handle these 3. Okay, let's code it. So what I say, so first we cover it on our what? Base root, this case. Okay, so if the root node is need a camera. Okay, so let's see. Now I first make a static variable. Okay, so I make a static camera, or initially the value of this is 0. Okay, now we check, there is a need a camera of our root node. So if there is a need of root node, let's suppose dash. Okay, so here we check what? If there is a need of any camera, we give the camera, right? So we give a camera, it means we increase the value of camera. Okay, so if we increase the value of camera, it means we give a camera to the root node. So here we return our what? Values. camera. Okay, now I make a function. Let's see. So this, the name of this is dash. Okay, now first what we have to do, we know, if you see here, we know at here, at this point, we send what, 1. If there is no node, so it means we send 1, because it is already covered, so there is no need to camera, there is no need of camera. Okay, so here if the node, root is equals to null, right, then we what, we return 1 from here. Now first we call our left children. So I call my left children, that is what, so this, now call my left children to give to check you need a camera or not. Okay, so here root dot left, right. Similarly, now we call our right children. So I call my right children to give your values. Okay, now we check they, if there any of my children, is there any need of camera of my any children. Okay, so let's see if there is need of any camera of my any children. Okay, so let's suppose here, if any of my children need camera, then we return what, -1, and we give the camera to my parent. Okay, so if there is any need of camera to my left children or right children, so here we return -1 if there is a need of camera, okay, to my left children, and also same for right children. Okay, so if there is any need of camera, then what we will do, we return what, we give the camera. So we give the camera plus plus, right. So we give the camera, then we return what, 0. So it says I give camera to my parents. Okay, now if I'm already covered, it means, let's suppose talk about this one. Okay, if I'm already covered, that means my one of the children is one of the children has camera, so I'm already covered, so here we will return 0. Okay, so it means if my one of right children or left children give 0, it means if any one of have camera, then we what, then it's mean I'm covered, right. So let's see if my children has camera, then it return 0 if any of my children. Okay, so here also for RC, right children, if right children has camera, then it means I'm covered. Okay, so if I'm covered, if let's suppose if I'm covered, then what will we return? We return 1. You see here, if we don't have camera, but we already covered, so we return here from 1. Okay, so let's see, we return 1 from here, right. So I'm return 1. Okay, now if we need a camera, then we return what, -1. Okay, now let's run this code. Yes, now I hope there is a mistake. Expected static, static int, right. Now check again. Return a statement, sorry for that. 42 here, we don't have to this, so we return camera, right? Now I hope you understand what we have to do. Accepted, submit this question. Okay, so we have to fit minimum numbers of cameras. Okay, so if we if we need a camera, then we return -1. If we am already covered, then we return 1. And if there is what, if I have the camera, then we return 0. Okay, so I hope you understand this video. Okay, so if you like this video, then please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.